Hey, everybody, welcome to Breakfast All Day. Alonso, Matt, Christy.
Hello.
I have been hearing about this movie nonstop from the cool kids who went to the Cannes Film Festival for the last 6 months or so. And so I'm so thrilled that finally Bong Joon Ho's Palme d'Or winner Parasite is opening in the United States. Christy, you want to...
It is the Bong d'Or.
The Bong d'Or.
They made up T-shirts, and Justin Chang, who never shies away from a pun, has an actual Bong d'Or T-shirt. Pardon me. This is the best movie of the year. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. There are things that might replace that in my mind, but this very moment in time on October 10th, this is the best movie of the year.
It is, for me, neck and neck with the next movie we're going to talk about.
There you go. So this is about two families. One is rich, the other is poor. They each have a mother, a father, and a sister and a brother. And it's about how the poor family... I'm going to try and tell you as much as I can about this without actually telling you about this. Because what is part of the great joy of this film is watching the way in which it evolves.
Yeah, because we did the trailer on Patreon because that's a thing we do on Patreon. And several people on Twitter were like, oh, this trailer gives away too much. But no. I was
what a great fake it was.
Yeah.
So let me preface everything I'm going to say by saying I'm not going to say anything. So it is about these two families, and they kind of mirror each other. And one is living in a literal basement in kind of a slummy area of its Seoul, yeah?
I believe so.
Yeah. And one is living in this incredibly beautiful, palatial,
architectural showpiece.
Like that. Right. It made my heart jump out of my chest to see this house. Like, that's the kind of house I love. Like that and the house in Ex Machina. Like, I like wherever a Bond supervillain would live. That's where I want to live. All glass and stone. It's beautiful. So it's about how
This is how Bond supervillains get started.
Because it's pretty to live there.
Yeah.
And then the evil comes afterward. So it is about how the poor family slowly but surely insinuates itself into the wealthy family's life. And it begins life as this really sharp, biting, dark satire about economic disparity, and it becomes something else entirely right before your eyes. And it is so unpredictable and so stunning and shocking and heartbreaking and still funny and always weird. I mean, in a way that like only Bong Joon Ho can do it. If you've seen Mother or if you've seen The Host or Snowpiercer, like he's got such an incredible hand for tone and for like subtly shifting from one genre to the next within the same film, within the same moment at times.
And that's one of the things we complain about when a director or a movie gets the tonal shift wrong.
It's so hard.
We bring that up all the time. This movie
degree of difficulty
is a perfect film.
Yeah,
this is right. This is a perfect film. I absolutely loved it. And as I was watching it, it keeps going. You know, it never gives you what you're expecting, but it earns all of what it does. It all is, all of the elements that come into it are so perfectly timed and so perfectly set up. And the performances are terrific. Great performances by the entire cast. Yeah. It's shot beautifully. And the, there's times that it's feeling a little bit the way Kubrick would shoot in a couple of places.
How so?
Just kind of like those squared off early shots, a little bit symmetrical. What's fun is that you never, like, as you're watching these characters and learning more about them in both families, you're still unsure about both of them, right? But both the rich family and the poor family, you're not really sure who you're supposed to side with, and that's okay.
And that changes as you go along,
right? Maybe it doesn't.
I mean, the traditional setup feels very much like Moliere or something, where it's like the crafty poor people are going to take advantage of the dumb rich people, and it kind of rides that for a while. But then there's more shadings come in, and we're not entirely sure where our sympathies lie, and then things take a whole other, like, even on this film, I will not permit the house is a character, but I will say the house is a metaphor.
A lot happens in the house.
Yes.
It matters that the house is structured the way that it's structured.
The house is constantly revealing things just like everything else in this movie.
But both homes do. Both homes.
Right.
Yes.
That's true. That's a good point.
Right. Both homes absolutely do. I almost can't speak to how perfect this movie is without
We might have to come back in a week or two and do a spoiler.
Well, we will. We should.
This is a movie absolutely worth seeing. Going
More
to it
than once.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see this again.
I need to see it again.
Go into it as cold as possible. And it's fascinating. And not only, I mean, yes, it is this, it at least starts out and still kind of maintains this satire about class, but it does that without dehumanizing anyone.
Correct.
Which I was really happy with, right? And because it's easy to take shots at people and dehumanize them on either side. This one doesn't do that. This one, kind of maintains everyone's, if not dignity, at least like you get where they're coming from.
Their humanity.
Right. I love this movie.
I want to mention the actress who plays the housekeeper.
Oh.
Jin Jang. And she's she's amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. She's amazing because there's a lot more to her than meets the eye originally, and that reveals itself in ways that are hilarious and stunning.
Wait.
Right?
Hai Jin is the mother. I think.
Sorry, you're right.
Jung Eun Lee is the housekeeper.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
Who was in Okja.
Yes, she was in Okja. You're right.
And Mother and the Wailing.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I always forget Okja. Like that was another one of his films.
I wanted to love Okja. I liked the weirdness of Okja. I always enjoyed Tilda, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen everything. That's probably the ones I've seen so far. My least favorite.
We got the big. I got sent the big stuffed Okja toy, and Sabrina ate it. She tore it up.
I got in trouble once. There was somebody on Who Shot You asked what fictional film creature would you eat, and I said, I would eat Okja. People were mad.
Okja's not kosher.
Not an Oompa Loompa.
So yeah, it's really beautiful individual shots. The way, like as you mentioned with the house, the way the staircase is used, and the lighting, and
the whole off the kitchen area. This where it could either this light lit passage or just this dark. What's even happening? Yeah,
and the way that the windows, the floor to ceiling windows in the living room overlook the backyard, and how things play out there, like it's on a stage, or it's like the heightened nature of what's happening out there happens because you're seeing it through these windows like that, like it's framed like a proscenium almost. Right. I loved it. It's hilarious and stunning, and not a wasted moment in it, even though it's is it like 2 hours long?
Yeah, but it is
2 hours and 12 minutes long.
Zips by.
It does not feel like it.
And everything feels very much. Sabrina's here today, by the way.
Yeah, we're all distracted by the dog because I think Sabrina might have to go out.
Maybe.
Okay, she's standing by the door. She was. Anyway, so we should come back and do a spoiler talk in a couple of weeks, I think.
We're talking around this movie.
We are.
We love it.
So, so just trust us that we're right. Trust us that we have good taste, and our friends all have good taste because it's at 100% on the tomato meter. I'm saying 10.
Wow.
I'm going to move my score up to 10.
Let's do it.
I was at 9.5, but...
What is not perfect about it, Alonso?
I can't think of anything, so fine, 10.
Let's do 10 so 10. I don't have to do any math. Okay, this is our first across the board 10 of the year? I think it is.
Might be.
Okay, so there you go. Please trust us on this.
Indeed. So, hey, thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And go visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay, where you'll find additional goodies like reviews of movies that our Patreon subscribers pick for us, and trailers and news and recaps of TV shows. Right now we're talking about Showtime's On Becoming a God in Central Florida, and we'll be picking up HBO's Watchmen as soon as that premieres. So check that out. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.